everyone, Crafting Vicky here with you, and today I want to make my own Christmas December daily. Last year I did one. If you want to see a flip through of this, let me know. I didn't share it in the end, so if you are interested, I can share it with you guys. So yeah, my Christmas daily last year I shared with you actually the initial cover, how it looked. This year I was thinking of using my my ARC system, which is pretty much like Happy Planner system that you can find those at Staples. And what I love about it is you can make your own size and stuff and adjust it, and you can also add paper and remove papers, so I like how flexible it is. Last year I thought my book was a bit big. It was 8.5 by 11, so I'm thinking this year maybe more like around 6 and 8. I want to have it big enough so that I can actually put pictures in it, but not too big that is overwhelming, because that's what I found last year. It ended up being overwhelming, and at the end I was having trouble keeping it up. So I really want to be able to keep it up this year. So I purchased, as you saw in my haul video from Canvas Corp, I purchased 3 beautiful sets of Christmas paper from Canvas Corp. I purchased the Holiday Baking Christmas, the Jolly Countdown to Christmas, and the Farmhouse Christmas. I love them. They're all beautiful papers, and so I need to choose the papers itself. So I figured let's pull them out and choose which papers I use. I need to have 15 sheets. But these are, there's nothing on the back, so I figured I can double them up. And what I thought would be cool is if I glued around, leaving an edge that I can actually do the cutting with, and I'm going to staple it around, just a few staples to make sure that it stays put. But I was thinking at the end of December, when I'm putting my Christmas cards away, those that are handmade, I usually keep, and I need a place to keep them. So if I made a pocket, I could put it in there. I wouldn't put them as we go along, just because it makes it bulky and it's harder to write on. That's what I discovered as well. So I want to try to, if I'm going to write on it, maybe I'm going to add some post-it type of thing that I can put, like I can write on and then put it on the page. I'm gonna have to see. So obviously I'm not gonna want to put 2 things of the same. This here I'm gonna put away, because this obviously would be great for inserts, so that is not gonna be part of the main book. It would be more for an insert, I believe. And then these would make fabulous tip-ins, so I'm going to put this aside. I'm also going to need to have something to put on top of the cover, so this could be, I could use one of those. So I'm going to put this aside so that I remember it. And then I have this here, which is also 2 great sheets, and but this one can be used directly, I believe. So those are very pretty. I want something like more plain and Christmassy, so it could be this one for the cover. I'm gonna need one for the back and one for the front. So now I'm looking at the Jolly Countdown to Christmas, and this one is perfect. Would be perfect to add 2 pages as embellishment. So that I'm going to put aside. So cute. This could be colored. That would be fun. So this could be something in itself. It can be included. Very pretty. Pretty and Christmassy. That one too can be cut up and used as little embellishments. And I love that they kind of, you can all mix and match them. So that's what I really loved about these sets. And this one is really country looking, so I thought that was going to be awesome. So this is the Farmhouse Christmas, and the paper is just beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Okay, so this one here I can also put aside. This one's very pretty. Thing is, if I put this on top, I have to measure. Because I said I wanted 6 by 8. See, I wouldn't get, I could get this. And if I go 8, would go all the way to here. So that could be fun, because then you've got the December. Or I could go 8.5 for the covers, and then 8 for the insides. I still like the idea of the 6. Thing is too, I want to laminate this, and I want to make sure that it's gonna laminate enough of the sides that I can actually pierce through it and it's not gonna come apart. So that to me is important. But this one would be very cool, so let's put that one aside. That might be a good choice for this. This is very pretty as well, but I really like this. No peeking. Step away from the gifts. Naughty better not pout. I don't know though, because if I do that, then do I put my cover? This one would be pretty as well. Or something more like this with the Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, oh my god. The Santa Claus. I don't know. I think I might like this. Let's cut this up. So I brought my big guillotine. And thinking I'm gonna cut. I'll kind of cut it in the middle so that there's an edge on both sides. So I'm going to use obviously the rest of these as embellishment. I might actually put some pockets in there, I don't know. That'd be very pretty, I think. Okay, I think I like this better, just because if I put it here, I think it's too busy. And I do want to put the year on top of this. Now I could have put it with this, but it's also too busy. So I think my best bet is going to be this. So I'm going to need to have one side. So what I might do, which would be cool, is use this on the counterpart. So when you open it up, this would be the back. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna need those two, and then where's the other one? And that one for the back. Okay, so let's put the rest aside for a minute. So this is going to be like so. So I need to cut, and it said 8.5 by 6. And I lost my pen, my pencil. Here's my pencil. Oh, there it is. So 8.5 by 6. And I'm thinking, because I'm going with 6, actually I could use only one page. Yeah, I could use only one page, I believe, because I'm going with 6, so I'm dividing it in 2. You wouldn't tell that I'm an accountant. Okay, so I'm going 6. So I put both sheets on here. Okay. And then I said 8.5. And of course, the paper that I mark is not the paper that I'm cutting. How typical. Okay, so I'm gonna do it here. So make sure to cut it as straight as possible. So this would be the back cover. And then this would be the front. So I would go like this. So I think these are going to be very pretty. So now, in order, because I don't want it to move when I'm doing the laminating, I'm gonna glue those together. I'm gonna try to put it more in the middle, because I don't know how far I'm going to be cutting with when I put my little disc to hold my book together. Of course. So I'm going to do the trick of the when you put a bit of glue stick on top of this, it gives you some wiggle room. So if you want to make sure to be able to move it, should the paper not be perfectly aligned, it gives you that little extra time. Okay, so I think that's pretty. So that's one. The other. Just put that on top. I think that's perfect. So this is going to be the back. Now on the front, I want to put this, and I also brought some letters and numbers because I want to put December and the year. So I wasn't quite sure which one would look best. Thinking I want this one here to be this. So hopefully I can spell December. Without it going over. I'm not going to push it too much to give myself a chance if it doesn't fit. So if it doesn't fit, I need to find some other letters. What's funny is the C's are pretty big. Unless they've got C's elsewhere. No, they don't. So this is weird. I don't think it's gonna fit. So one other option would be this. Okay, of course the letter's coming undone properly. Am I going to be able to fit it? I'm thinking that could be cute. So this is what it's going to be, and then I can put this maybe here and the 2017 here. Oh my god, this okay, so that is that. Like that. I just need to manage to put glue all over myself. How do I do that? I don't know. Okay, so this is that. I just need to glue this down. So here. And now I'm just gonna heat up my machine so that I can actually laminate this. Haven't used my laminator in a long time. It's very inexpensive, so if you like doing that sort of project, it's very fun. And I got it like way back because my kids are in school and sometimes they've got different projects and stuff. So, but I really loved having it. So this is done for that. Now I'm gonna need to decide on 15 pages, and I'm doubling them up, but then as I said, I can use the reverse, so I'm thinking those two, that would be one, and then maybe this with maybe with this one on the back. So two. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8. 9, 10. 11, 12. Maybe with, did I use this one already? No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, and 15, 16. Okay, what do I pair this one with? Maybe this one I haven't used. Okay, so I've got them all at least once. So this I'm going to put aside because I need to cut those as soon as we're ready for this. So the laminator, the way it works, you need to put this through first, and then you to clean off the machine, and then you put in your sheets. So kind of want it on all sides. I want to have an edge everywhere. Maybe a little more on that side. I have to check how far this is going to cut. So let's use just a regular little piece of paper. And check this out. So this is how it's going to go. So I don't want that much of an edge, so move it. Like so. I think this would be good. And it would help if I put it semi-straight. Okay, and this one, the edge is going to be on this because it's going to be, this is the back, but this is the inside of the book. So that means I need to put it like this. If we put this, we'll put it like so. Okay, come on, little machine. Takes a while to warm up. Okay, it's ready. So let's put this one first. And hopefully it's going to go well the first time around. This happened before that I need to do it a few times. I really hate when that does happen. And I just thought I don't need to have that big of a gap at the top. So they recommend to put it right against, which would make a lot more sense. So let's run this one first, because if I don't like it, then at least I can change my method for the cover, because I can always recut some of those, but I don't want to have this trouble of redoing the full edge. Okay, so this one is done, and it seemed to have gone okay. There's just this little gap that's maybe could be a little bit better, so I'm gonna put this again through it. Just because I'm hoping that it's gonna go all the way to the end. But it's looking pretty much like I'm hoping it would. And after a while this is cooling off, we'll be cutting out the other paper, and then we can assemble it. And once we've assembled it, well, that will be it for tonight. But I would like to know if you would like to see the embellishment of the rest of the book, because I do try to do some of the embellishment prior, just because it makes it easier. Okay, so that is done, and see, it did it better this time, so that is perfect. Now we need to do the same thing with this one, and so same thing for the side, but I'll move it to the top, and then I'll hope for the best for hopefully the letters won't melt. This is the first time that I actually put letters like this in it, so I'm gonna be discovering with you guys. And that's one thing too, I didn't want to put anything that was too big, because obviously it's gonna affect the sealing of it. See, it's not sealing it as well. The 2017 was not so bad, but it's all of this part here that it really didn't like. So I'm going to try to do this again, and hopefully it's going to solve some of that, because obviously it didn't seal. Now that it's done one coat, maybe it's going to be better. I'll put it in the other way just to give it a chance as well. I thought it might do that. But I really want that lettering. So okay, so I believe it did seal a bit more, but there's still gaps like here. So I'm wondering if I do it one more time, and maybe I'll put it this way. Because I want this part here to seal as well a little bit better. Because other than that, it's not perfect, but that's fine because I mean it's my own, and I didn't expect perfection. I could have probably used some that were not even as thick as this. The thing is, I really like the color and the bling on this one. So So it did do a better job. I think now I'm gonna do one last time, and this time I'll do this way, and hopefully it's gonna seal the edge, and then ready or not, that's gonna be it. Because there's bubbles on the back. And of course I put my thing crooked, so it's melting on the corner. Oops. Okay, so stuck to it. So this is going to be the cover. It's not bad. It's not quite what I was hoping for, but close enough. And once I've removed this and I have the rings, probably won't show quite as much. So let's remove this. Put it aside to cool. Okay, and I'll put this aside to cool. And now it's time to cut our papers. So I said it was going to be 8.5 by 8. So I'm thinking I can probably do these 2 at a time. So 6, by 8. I'm probably being greedy by putting so much paper. So let's put only 2. And these will make great tabs and stuff like that. So that, I believe, is what I'll use it for. I've only got 1. 2 of these. Funny because it says we're ugly, and I suppose it's Christmas sweater. My daughter really wants us to purchase some of those. I don't get it. So if you get that tradition, please do let me know. What's the fun of wearing a really ugly sweater? I really don't get it. This is 6. And the red paper seems to be a bit taller. So, like this. And that's why I didn't cut perfectly straight of my 6 line. So my other page is going to be a tiny bit shorter. Maybe not. I don't know what happened. So 8. No, doesn't seem to be. A little bit, but not much. Okay, so this here. So yeah, my cover is not going to be perfect, but it's my own and it's unique, and nobody is going to have the same book as me, so that I think is going to be fun. And you get the gist of it. I mean, if you want to learn from my experience, don't put letters that are like, put them that they're very, very flat, and you wouldn't have that problem. So 8. We're almost done. The cutting part. Then we need to assemble that whole thing. Oops. And 2 more sets of sheets to do, and then we're done the cutting part. I hope it will inspire you to make your own book and that you will like this. Okay, so I'm using the same paper again, but I don't think I had any other ones that I didn't use. I think I used them all once. Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't use this one. So let's put these two together. So what's in a December daily? Well, it's basically all your preps for Christmas. If you go to people's houses, you document that. If you participate in Christmas exchange at work, whatever, it all goes into there, and it's a way to keep track, and it's a memory keeper basically. So like any other type of journal. But it's one for December memories, which I think is very cool because we do have a lot of stuff and traditions that go on in December, so it's kind of fun to do something special for them. Okay, so now, like I said, I want to be able to put some cards in there. Obviously I won't be able to put super big ones, but I can put at least the smaller ones. So I'm just gonna do this. And I'm not going too close because obviously I'm going to be cutting that paper and to bind it. And of course, how the heck did I manage to do that? How did I manage to go so crooked? Unless I cut it crooked. Guess so. It's not so bad here, but it's awful here. Okay, so and I guess that means the other sheet is going to be crooked as well. Okay, well, took care of that. And this side is not so bad. So we've got a pocket, and in order to ensure that the pocket stays, I'm going to put a few staples. And I don't mind so much. I can cover those up with the embellishments that I put later at a later date. So my pocket is made, it's sturdy, it's gonna last through the years, which is what I want to do. Okay, so one done. So I think I will be speeding up this part of the process because it's basically the same thing over and over again. And I'll talk to you guys once I'm finished this process. Okay, so if you're hearing sounds, it's because my son came in, even though I had put a sign up that I was filming. So I've finished my pages. I decided not to do necessarily all pockets. It was, I figured that I could probably use some of the cards as tip-ins, and maybe they wouldn't necessarily fit either. So I decided against it in the end, and so that's why you didn't see me use it more. So now all that's left to do is to put this through, and so I'm not wondering what's wrong with this thing. Is it fully to the back? I think so. And there it is. So one that way, and this way. Basically, it could go, yeah, this way. This way it's different. They're not on the same sides, because there is a top and a bottom to this thing. So that. I think I didn't go deep enough with this one. Shoot. This is weird. Why isn't it going as deep? So my page is not going to be... This is strange. So let's try on the other side. And I can always put washi tape on the end to cover this boo-boo. It's not a big deal. Washi tape can cover a lot of sins. Here. Oh, I think it depends on where the staples are located. Yeah. So, depending on where they fall. I thought I'd put them far enough, but I guess I didn't. And pretty sure this one is going to have the same type of issue. Okay, so let's remove. Let's remove this here. And I can staple afterwards. Is it going? No, that one is also in the way. I believe the other one was fine. I don't know. So let's remove them all on this page. So it's a good thing I didn't staple all of them. This would have been aggravating. Okay, so this is better. And staple those back together. And that is done. So it's on that side. Let's do this side. It's super easy, and I found that this was a lot cheaper than the Happy Planner one. But I guess it depends on if you get some specials or not. That would make a difference. So we just have to do the covers. The covers, we need to cut the excess on that side. So I'm thinking I'm going to use the guide because I want both covers to be the same size, both sides of them. So I want it far enough so that it doesn't come undone. So I'm thinking 7 is going to be a good idea. And it should survive that way. And let's go with 9 for that side. Okay, so we said 7 and 9. So this was 7. And this was 9. I'll just need to put those through here. On the other side. So I want this side to be pierced. So this work good. And then it's this side that I need to do. Oh no. Oh my god, this cover was really difficult to make. Sorry that I left. I was hearing my printer going on, but there's special paper in there, so I don't want family to be using it. So let's see if this works, because if it doesn't work, then I need to make myself another cover. And I chose big discs because I'm thinking that it might get chubby, and if it doesn't get chubby enough, then I can always put smaller disc in the end. Okay, so it did work. And so now it's a question of putting the paper together. Obviously I don't want all the pages to be the same. I'm thinking maybe something like this. This is going to get aggravating. Let's try another technique. Let's put this together. Now that's one thing I didn't think about. The pages don't fit with I would need to have it a bit bigger, because it's either going to be really close to the top or at the bottom. Oh well, let's go with this and see what it looks like. So, set that one, and then this, and then that, This, and then that one, this one, go back to this, this one. Not sure this far enough, that one. I believe it's, this one is going to be an issue. Oops. Here. And that. Could have put this one like this. And that. This one should be placed elsewhere as well. So I don't want to have two of the same together. So that, this, 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 and this. Okay, so let's put these together. Hopefully I can manage to put a few together at the same time. This. We're gonna wait for this one to put these in. So if the pages bug me, I can always redo some of them. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. Need it to hold. This is going better. Okay, so I've got 2 pages in. Usually when all the pages are in, it turns a lot better. because the little circles are being held together and they're more secure. If I run out of pages, the good thing too with this is that I can add some more. Or if I want to, I could actually put some cards in there by cutting them on the side so that I can flip through them. That could be a cool idea as well.
Almost done. Okay, stop. So this is it. So it's a lot easier, as you can see, to flip through it once all the pages are put in and the little discs are stable. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is gonna bug me, so I will be making another one, and I will, because clearly this doesn't work for me. Yeah. This is not working. So I'm thinking that I might not laminate the covers in the end, because it's not gonna work. So I might just, I don't know. So let me think about that. I'll be back once I figured it out. Hey guys, I'm back and I'm super excited with this new cover. So in the end I decided to laminate another one. I wasn't sure I was going to laminate it, but then I figured, you know, I'm going to be touching it and handling it, and if I want it to last for years to come, I better do this. So this time around I used some letters that were really flat, and you can see the difference. Yeah, here you can really see it. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. So this is how it is.
and so I've got pockets in some areas and not in others, and I might play around with the pages again because now I can just rearrange them whichever way I want. But I'm really excited with how it turned out, and now I can also add new elements with this. I can add some different of the little cards that you saw me pull out. I can add them. I could put one that has just a picture on it. I can do all sorts of things with this, so I'm very happy with this new system. It's a lot less, it's not as big, so it's not as scary, and hopefully this will mean that this one won't be as difficult to do, because it is a fun memory keeping system. So I hope you try it out. I hope you don't get discouraged. I hope you learn from my lesson, from the mistakes I make. And yeah, I totally make mistakes, and I share them with you guys so you see that, yeah, it happens, and we just got to persevere. And that's it. So hope you like this. Go and check out down in the description box below the links to the fabulous sets of papers that I've used from Canvas Corp. You really need to go and check them out. They're not expensive, and if you're in the States, you can get free shipping, which is really amazing. If it's international, the shipping is not that bad either, and I would suggest that you make a big order, so this way you it's the same shipping and you get a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's it. Bye everyone.